Now, Governor Mark Dayton and my friend Doug Lind have some common virtues. Both are progressive, pragmatic Democrats, and both have been ice hockey goalies. You don't need to duck if you've got goalie DNA. Doug only skated in pickup games in Duluth, but we recently caught Doug's stand-up routine at the DFL Comedy Club in Hopkins.
Mr. Boyott had previously been the UMD hockey coach.
Doug Lind has written jokes for comedy legend Jackie Vernon. He himself is a funny guy and knows that a good punchline is like slapping a puck into the net. Now, you're probably asking yourselves, is there really a DFL comedy club like in Hopkins or anywhere else? You're going to have to make your own call on that one. Here's Doug.
Iron Range politics is really hard on Republicans. A cub reporter for the Star Trombone down here in the cities is calling around the range, get results from primary elections. Calls up the election official in Chisholm, and the Chisholm official gives him the results of the Democratic primary, candidate A, B, and C. Then there's a pause. So the kid from Minneapolis says, "Well, what about the Republican races, sir?" There was a pause, and the guy said to him, "Son, are you new on the job?" The kid said, "Yes, sir." The ranger said, "Well, son, for next time, just remember, up here in the range, when someone asks for a Republican ballot, we hand them a get well card." In the Duluth schools, you had to read a certain number of books every year, and I always looked for short ones with lots of pictures. My favorite book that I found for a short read was a book titled Republican Humor and Other Myths. P.J. O'Rourke is one of my favorite writers. He's a very funny man, and he's also a pretty clever Republican. P.J. O'Rourke, and I'm going to quote him on this, says, "The Democrats are the party that says government will make you smarter, taller, richer, and remove the crabgrass on your lawn." O'Rourke goes on to say, "The Republicans are the party that said government doesn't work, then get elected to prove it." I'm an Eden Prairie Democrat. Last election, I really didn't need one of those little red and white stickers that said I voted. What I needed was one of those get well cards. Republican debates on TV look like a circular firing squad. By the time they finish telling us how incompetent all their fellow Republicans are, we probably should believe them. Have you noticed? Here in Minnesota, Republicans are running the legislature the same way they run their own party. It's gotten so bad that pictures of Republican leaders, their faces are showing up on the side of milk cartons. And there's an Amber Alert for Michelle Bachmann. A Republican friend of mine says that after a $25 meal, he leaves a $10 tip and a note that says, "Vote Republican." I said, "Sam, you know, I do pretty much the same thing. After a $25 meal, I leave a 10-cent tip and a note that says, "Vote Republican."
Democratic Visions is independently crafted by volunteers, mostly Democrats, from Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Edina, and Bloomington.